Dance Jam Productions.
Dcsx 2014. I was going back in time for a second. Did 2 workshops on Saturday. They were both basically about the same thing. One of them was dressing up your basics, and the other one was anchor variations and techniques. So let's talk about the first one first. We did anchor techniques first, defining an anchor first. What does an anchor do? An anchor holds something in place. And West Coast Swing, it works a lot like a boat tied to a dock on a river. The river current is pulling the boat. Your arm connections are the tether or the rope tying you to the dock. So the flow of the movement and the footwork is like this. So your 4 in every pattern could be an anchor, or the last count you take or step could be an anchor. So with that in mind, we went on to our anchor variations. This is the sugar push we gave the girls. So the ladies are coming forward. 1, 2, 3, and angle 4. Pulling your left foot across. 5, and replace back 6. For the leaders, their side of it, leaders going backwards. 1, 2, 3, and 4, cross over, 5, and 6. Talking about how the hips had to play a role in getting the foot there. Instead of placing just the feet, I put the hip there to land the foot. That's the sugar push we did, both parts. And then we also did a left side pass. The girls' part was like this. I'm going straight at the camera so it's easy to see. I'm going forward, 1, 2, 3. Ladies, hold 4 a little longer, so you're going to cross across on 5. 5, rotating your hip back to place the foot, 5, and 6. You want to do the other way for the girls? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, pull the hip back for 6. Guys, your left side pass was a little different, a little traditional, but different. 1, 2, 3, and crossing on 4, stepping out on 5 and rotating, 5, and collecting a 6. Had the guys lead straight into a sugar push from there. 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6. That was our material for the anchor techniques and variations. The technical side for the anchor techniques was a release for the girl. I want to make sure I don't forget to put this in. The ladies were doing 5 and a 6. The anchor is actually a release from one foot of the weight to the next foot. So she did 5 and a 6, release into the left hip, and it kind of lets everything sink. Depending on the dancer's background, they might want a straight knee on that release. But all the weight goes down and back, pushing from the forward half of the left heel for the girl. On the guys, the same kind of idea for the technical anchor. 5 and a 6, I want to settle into, release all the way off my left foot into my right. I basically am following through. You can see this energy driving through the back of that hip, through the floor, of a straight knee to 1. That was our technique. Now, the next class we did back to back after this was called dressing up your basics, which essentially we've done that already with some things. So we had some different variations on this. I took the ladies' side pass and I did something different. The class before we had the ladies check forward and back. This time we had them check back and forward. So the ladies get this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, check back and forward. Now the guys lead her around and it just pulls her foot through for a sugar push. I'll do that going the other way. 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6. Notice my right shoulder stays back on diagonal wall, and I just rotate into 1. Leaders had a slightly different thing going on. They led that left side pass. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I know I did an underarm turn, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. While she goes back and forward, I hooked and went back. So it's slightly different variations. It look really nice and mirror image whenever you do it together. Alright, so we also had the ladies change their sugar push in this dressing up your basic. We took the first part of the back, we did the first class and added it to the second class. So the ladies in the first class, they did 3 and 4, 5 and 6, or 5 and 6. And then we added a crossover on 3. 1, 2, 3, pull the hip back, crossing 5 and 6. And I think that's pretty much everything we did in our Dressing Up the Basics class. Again, I'm Robin Smith. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. You can find me at robinsmithswing.com, or you can email me directly at westcoast@nc.rr.com, or call me 919-280-3870.